Ben Myers. I'm here with Ariya Laothitipong
Hi.
at the Nashville International Chopin Competition. So, I'd like to ask you a few questions. First one, how'd your performance feel? Were you happy with it?
I was pretty happy with my performance. I felt like I could express a lot of like the musicality into it, and I was really into what I was playing.
That's very
good.
good.
I think, yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
Great. Which was your favorite piece of the ones you played?
I think my favorite piece is probably Chopin Fantasy, which is the second piece.
Yeah.
And I really like it because it's like, I don't know, like the feeling and everything. It's like, I like it. It's like kind of depressing, but also fun.
Yeah, well, that was an interesting choice. You chose that piece because not a lot of people choose it. Yeah, I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, can you say a little more about why you like that piece so much? I mean, you kind of already did, but.
Let me think. Well, I think I really like a piece that's in like a minor key too, because it's like, I think Chopin Fantasy, what I really like is that there is a lot of like repetitive stuff, but what is interesting is that how do we make like those stuff that is kind of similar but in a different key, like to make it different.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing I
yeah,
think about.
or to make it interesting for the audience,
Yeah.
not just like playing like the same thing 3 times and it's like the same. I think it's like really challenging for the performer and also for the audience as well to like know the differences and to feel.
Interesting.
Like,
yeah, but I mean, it gives you like an opportunity to be creative in your interpretation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite composer?
My favorite composer? That's a very hard question. Okay, it used to be Chopin.
Yeah.
It used to be when I was a kid, but nowadays I think I'm really into like Haydn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Yeah, I mean, Haydn he taught Mozart, so he's
Yes.
a very great composer. Have you played any of Haydn's sonatas?
Yeah, I play a lot of Haydn sonata, and my favorite one is the C major one.
Yeah, I
number
think I've heard
50.
that once or twice. Maybe.
I love that piece. Yeah.
Yeah. So who are some of the pianists that you look up to the most?
Good question. I mean, I think this is a very hard question for a pianist because there's so many like to choose from. I think I really like Trifonov.
Yeah.
I think the way he expressed like his feelings into music, it's really like prominent, and it's like I felt like it attract and draw the audience into what he's playing. It's not like I felt like there's no wall in between the audience and the performer.
Yeah,
and I felt like
we
could just go like 100% into him, and it's like listening to him is really like emotional and like overwhelming.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Have you ever been to one of his concerts?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I never have. Yeah.
I have.
Wow. Have you played any other instruments or piano in your musical life?
I used to play flute when I was in middle school, and then I kind of quit.
Well, you just quit to focus more on piano.
Yeah, I focus more on piano.
Yeah.
Yes. But I can play. I can still play.
Yeah.
But it's just not as good as piano, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, so going back to another one of the pieces you played, Grande Polonaise Brillante, did you feel like sort of, I guess since you're a flute player, you understand the orchestra better than most pianists, but did you feel like that helped since that piece was also, there's also a version with orchestra and piano?
Yeah, I heard. Well, I don't think so, not really.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Not really. I just interpret as like a piano piece instead of, I think it's like different. If I'm playing like an orchestral piece with like a concerto and stuff like that, I would think of like other parts as well and like have a score. But
well, yeah, what is it like to play concertos? Like, do you feel it kind of like limits how expressive you can be?
Some parts, but when you have like your own solo and stuff like that, I think you can do anything. But when it comes like when you play with the orchestra, sometimes you just have to be what's it called, accompaniment kinda with the orchestra sometimes. But I mean mostly the conductor follow you, and you have to meet in between sometimes. I think. But I really like playing with the concerto because it's like, I don't know, I just love like being like the attention.
Yeah, I mean this is fun. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's great talking to you.
Great talking to you
enjoy the rest of
too.
your time in Nashville.
Thank you so much.